They are set to 2%, but if you do not use them, you can uncheck the default and active checkboxes. Once you are finished with company deductions, click Done at the bottom of the screen to return to the main menu. Office Setup. Click on Office Setup from the main Properties menu. This area will hold your offices and co-op offices. A new office can be entered by clicking on the New at the bottom of the screen. Next to the name field is a checkbox for co-op offices. In your office, it should not be checked. Co-op means that it is not your company office. But for other offices, the co-op should be checked. The main reason to keep track of other offices is for showings and the co-op involved in transactions. For those with the MLS feed, you may receive a co-op roster from your MLS board. But these items can be entered manually as well. Not assigned is the default office where a specific entry has not been picked. Co-op is a generic co-op office you can select if you don't keep track of the other office assigned. It just indicates that you do not have that side in a transaction. Please do not change these entries, as they are very important. Offices can also be added within a property or while scheduling showings. Click Done to return to the main property menu. Agent Setup. In Properties, go into Agent Information. New agents can be created in ProGold by clicking on the New button at the bottom of the screen and filling in the agent's information. Agents cannot be deleted in ProGold. They are just made inactive because they may be tied to past properties. The tabs listed at the top of the screen are the different parts of the agent profile. The General tab is basic contact information. Validate the contact information, and especially the Social Security number, because it will be used in 1099 reporting. Remember, the fields in red are required. If you do not fill one of them out, a message will appear to let you know what fields are missing. At the top of the screen, go into the Commission tab. This tells ProGold what commission plan this agent is using. When your commission plans are set up, they will appear in the drop-down so that you can select the correct plan for this agent. For a plan that has multiple percentage levels, the threshold option tells ProGold how to calculate the commission when a commission puts the agent between two levels. It can either calculate the whole commission at the higher percentage, at the lower percentage, or prorate each level. The time base or frequency sets a rollback period. Fixed period sets a definitive time, such as a calendar year or anniversary date. The revolving option allows you to pick the time frame that the plan looks at, revolving monthly or daily. The field to the right of time base is to specify the frequency for the revolving options. For example, you would enter 3 for 3 months. For fixed plans, this field should have a 0. The checking account should be pointing to your operating account for checks to be generated for commissions. General ledger account should be pointing to the account set up for commission expense. Team leaders for a team situation where one agent is shown on reports to get all of the earnings and the other agents on that team are paid as a deduction. The next few fields relate to direct deposits for the agent checks. The active checkbox signifies whether this agent is current or not. Global charges relates to invoices. If you have an agent that will never have an invoice created for them, then you can uncheck this box. By default, it is checked for all. The last checkbox, in lead rotation, is related to the contacts database. You can assign contacts to an agent, and lead rotation rotates the agents in assignment for leads. The Deductions tab at the top of the screen is for setting any default deductions that will come out of this agent's commission. If you click the drop-down, you will see the deductions that were set up under Agent Deductions. Select ones that will be used on every transaction for this agent, and you can also alter the amount of the deduction for this agent if it is different. The Template tab is related to monthly billing and sets any default line item charges. The name of the charge is entered under Invoice Line Item, and then you would select an expense account and enter a dollar amount. When you create the monthly billing, these default charges will be put on that invoice. Once you create the invoice, You can make any changes, whether it is to alter the default charges or add something new for the month. The Stats tab gives the current production levels for the agent. Reports will give more detailed information, as this screen only shows a quick summary. On the right side of the screen are the production dates, which allow you to update the start and end year for all of your agents' commission plans. You would only use this if all or most of your agents were on the same time period. The last tab is the Import tab, which is a one-time setup for those companies with the MLS import. Once the agents are set up, there is a report that will allow you to have a list of all the agents. Click Done at the bottom of the screen and select Property Reports. Select the first report in the list, Active Agent Roster Summary. Every time you highlight a report, it will change the screen. It will give you a description, sometimes give you a date range, and also other criteria at the bottom of the screen. In the bottom right corner, click Preview, and this will show you the agent, office, contact numbers, commission period, and license expiration. To print from this screen, press the P on your keyboard. To easily close the report, click the Escape key on your keyboard. This will bring you back to the Report menu, where you can click Done to close the Report menu and return to the Properties menu. Agent Settings in ViewMyListing.com. The Settings tab in ViewMyListing.com holds the agent's contact information and allows them to set default settings. When an agent is set up in ProGold, the contact information is used for ViewMyListing.com as well. It is important that the agent's information is correct, especially the email address, because that will be how the agent receives notifications from ViewMyListing.com. The top of the Settings tab includes an area for the agent to upload their picture, which will be shown at the top of the Online Seller Progress Report. The contact information appears below the picture, and at the bottom of the screen are options for the agent to select how to receive notifications from ViewMyListing.com. Notifications can be sent via email, text message on a cell phone, or both. After any changes are made, the Save button needs to be selected at the top of the screen. Finish setting up the deductions and agent information before continuing on to Topic 4, Listings and Pendings. If you have any questions regarding this topic, contact Tarot Systems Enhancement HelpNet Center at support@tarotnetwork.com.